What's up, everybody? You're listening to KBVR FM. I am DJ Gravy, and you're listening to Fourth Floor Underground. Today, very special guest with us today. We've got Maria DeHart, all the way from Corvallis, Oregon. I'm going to go tell her to start playing, but, thanks for listening. I'm going to give you a quick, 30-second PSA, and we're going to get into the music.
As students, you have a voice in where your fees are spent.
The Student Fee Committee represents your voice, providing oversight for millions of dollars in student fees.
The SFC is made up of students and provides an opportunity to learn about how your student fees are used and provides input on funding important services.
You have the opportunity to get involved.
For more information, go to facebook.com/asosu.studentfees.
Are you a graduating senior who is unsure of what you'll be doing next year? Consider being an AmeriCorps coordinator for Beaver Hangouts, a program that connects K-12 classrooms with college coaches. AmeriCorps volunteers receive a monthly stipend, education award, and professional development opportunities. If you're interested, you can find more information at beaverhangouts.oregonstate.edu.
To me guitar snap. It's too much. Pack your suitcase. Wait till Monday. Sleeping all day. Memories are it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Every morning I wake up, see your face in the mirror. All that morning and you're still gone. Does one make that clear? Let's move to the mountains. Let's do it all by ourselves. Let's not pretend. We'll do it so well. feels so wrong. Ooh, I thought that you'd be okay. Ooh, thought that she would be okay. Ooh, thought that we would be okay. Can't forget all shared breezes, fighting in nightmare heroes. Politic, your fate I regret. All of it, ooh, I thought that you would be okay. Ooh, I thought that she would be okay. Ooh, I thought that we would be okay. This will be my last one. You're what I see today. I think we'll be okay. I'm walking anywhere. I just lay here and say your name.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to KBVR Corvallis. I'm joined in studio by the famous Maria DeHart.
Hello.
If you're not famous already, you will be, I guess, right? Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't know.
So, how was your set? Did you have fun?
Yeah, that was cool. It's a good space in here that you've got.
Yeah, I really enjoy kind of the universalness of it and the fact that we have so many opportunities to bring in local artists such as yourself.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Glad you're doing this.
So, which brings me to, you are local, right?
Yes.
What are some of your favorite venues that you've played here so far?
Yeah. Well, I've played at Mudville Stadium and Horsey House, which are both house venues. I believe Horsey House just had their last show, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sort of moving on from being a venue and just being a house. But Mudville Stadium is still a house.
Yeah, that's I don't know if I can say. DJ Mothra puts on a lot of shows there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, he does.
So I've been to one or two there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so where are you from? Like, what's your story?
Yeah, I'm from Virginia, so the suburbs of DC, like Northern Virginia. That's where I grew up. And I've spent the last 4 years in Charlottesville, going to the University of Virginia, and just moved to Eugene in May, and now I'm here in Corvallis.
Cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing music?
Probably, I think my dad made me start playing guitar when I was like 12. But I always liked to sing. So
I feel like a lot of musicians have the same kind of, like, my parents told me, you better start playing an instrument.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like,
and then some people
force.
It sticks. Yeah.
It was like, here's a guitar, you should do this.
You should totally,
So
you should do this.
Yeah, but I'm thankful for that.
So, which instruments do you play? Obviously, we saw you sing and play guitar, but rumor has it you're multifaceted.
Yes, I do play drums. I can sort of play mandolin. And I can play ukulele, because if you can play guitar, you can play ukulele, pretty much. But yeah, mostly guitar and drums.
And do you play those instruments in any other bands that we should know about?
Sure. Well, I am drumming for Mikasi Goodwin, who has had a solo project called Trying to Be Brave, but is coming out with some new material. And also running for city council. So
wow,
cool.
that's a lot.
Shout out. And I'm also playing at the Halloween cover show. I'm playing with Dumb Luck minus the drummer who can't make it, so I'm filling in
on
the
drums.
drummer. Yeah.
Cool. What past music have you put out? Where can we find old music of yours?
Sure. Well, Maria DeHart is on Bandcamp, and there's some old crap on there as well as new crap, and Spotify. I'm on Spotify. I'm gonna be on a compilation. I was on the Valentine's Day compilation with Mount Seldom Records.
Oh, really?
And gonna be on the Halloween one, so that's really exciting. It's a really cool label run out of Eugene / Albany, and yeah, I think that's it. I was on a song. I think if you just look up Maria DeHart,
a lot of stuff comes up.
Yeah, a few things. I was like I sang that backup vocals for someone, and yeah.
Cool. Do you have new stuff coming out?
This new song that's coming out on the compilation is not yet released, so that's new, I guess.
Okay.
Is the definition of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have that coming out. And hopefully getting going on these other projects, putting a band together, which
cool.
is exciting. Yeah.
Is there a running name? Is there a running
for the band?
Group name? Yeah.
My drummer suggested Maria and the Zits. I don't think I like it. I'll think about it. We'll consider it. I also thought of Maria and the Boys. Because that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't.
Only like Da Boys if you spell it with a D.
Ooh,
like DeHart, but Da Boys.
Oh wow, you're onto something.
I know. I have a secret talent for coming up with band names.
Cool.
Most of them are not very good.
Yeah, we should talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably better than Maria and the Zits.
Like what are some bands you play with? Who's your local band friends?
Well,
if you have any, obviously you're a little bit new, but
yeah, I'm pretty new, but basically, yeah, the folks like Bitter Half booking people and Mudville Stadium people, just like the local. I'm trying to see more shows.
Trying to reach out, yeah.
Yeah, trying to see more shows at like Interzone. I haven't been to a show there yet. Yeah, I lived in Eugene over the summer, so there's some cool people there. There's a house called the Playhouse.
For sure.
And the Wandering Goat has a lot of people that are involved.
Yeah,
there.
the Eugene music scene is insane. I know the Macs play there all the time, and Novocaine is one of my favorites out of Eugene. Obviously, we played a little bit of Spiller earlier. That's like a house favorite here at KBVR.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then the Shifts.
Yeah,
pretty awesome
the Shifts also hometown favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
Check out their episode of Locals Live, which I worked on. That was fun.
Sweet.
And then Spiller has a KBVR session. So that's also on YouTube.
Cool.
If you're watching this on YouTube, that means it made it to YouTube. So
sweet.
Yeah, hopefully. We're going to take a really quick break here, and then we'll come back with more from Maria DeHart.
Are you a graduating senior who is unsure of what you'll be doing next year? Consider being an AmeriCorps coordinator for Beaver Hangouts, a program that connects K-12 classrooms with college coaches. AmeriCorps volunteers receive a monthly stipend, education award, and professional development opportunities. If you're interested, you can find more information at beaverhangouts.oregonstate.edu.
As students, you have a voice in where your fees are spent.
The Student Fee Committee represents your voice, providing oversight for millions of dollars in student fees.
The SFC is made up of students and provides an opportunity to learn about how your student fees are used and provides input on funding important services.
You have the opportunity to get involved. For more information, go to facebook.com/asosu.studentfees.
Welcome back to KBVR Corvallis. I'm sitting in with Maria DeHart. Just played a really amazing live set in our, I guess it's not really a studio, it's a voiceover room, but we'll call it a studio because that sounds cooler. Yeah. So, what is we were talking about your new music and your old music. What's your inspiration for writing music? Like, where does it come from? Is it just like random stuff you see on the streets or?
Yeah, I try to write about specific things, but I always end up writing about like people or love songs. Super.
I feel
lame.
like love song is a classic though. Like a good love song never really gets old.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know, I try to write about like whatever I'm struggling with or there's something there. Yeah. Just whatever's on my mind.
I've got a question from a radio listener that may or may not be my dad. He wants to know who are your influences and who do you listen to?
That's a good question.
And not just local people. We've been talking about like local people a lot, but kind of the wider genre of all music.
Yeah,
who do you like to listen to?
I'm really into, I like to call it sad white girl indie folk. So like Phoebe Bridgers is kind of my ultimate favorite, but Julian Baker is really great, and I'm really into Mitski's new album right now. Mitski's awesome. Yeah, I guess like Frankie Cosmo's Japanese Breakfast I'm really into right now. Just like really Lucy Dacus, like emotionally articulate.
Emotional indie music.
Yeah, powerful like women artists are really inspiring to me.
Cool. How much time we got? Okay, we got more time.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
We're here.
We're interviewing. What's your favorite song to play on guitar? Like when you're just jamming, like warming up. What's your like go-to warm-up song?
Probably Bright Eyes songs.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a big Bright Eyes fan back in high school. Just reminds me of my youth. Probably Lua is my favorite. Just Bright Eyes.
I know. I like every time I warm up, I'm not that skilled of a guitar player, so I just play the same 4 songs, and I'm like, all right, what do I do now?
Yeah, that's kind of what I did too. I just did it like for the radio.
Yeah, I know, right? It's the difference between someone in their bedroom and someone on the radio.
Yeah, not much.
So, what else? We covered a lot of stuff. What
Yeah.
was your why did you move here?
Why did I move here? That
Was
is
it
a
just
good
for
question.
fun, or was it for
My partner is in grad school here
Oh, okay.
for forestry. So that's
for
why I'm here.
forestry?
Yes. A lot of people ask me, like, why the heck are you here?
Why the shift from coast to coast?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame you really. Oregon State's
I
pretty
love
awesome.
Oregon. I mean,
Corvallis is pretty nice.
My dad is from Bend also. So
Okay.
I sort of like growing
So you
up.
got family. Do they live close by, or are they just
I
from
have
Bend originally?
I have some family in Portland and then some family in Washington. So they're not all here, but I was already always really into Oregon growing up and always wanted to live here and leave the East Coast. So
Yeah.
it just worked out that I had a reason to do
Yeah.
it, not just that I wanted to.
That's fun. What new music are you listening to that you would recommend for other people to listen to? I know you said like lots of strong women in indie rock and
Yeah.
lots of local stuff, but like,
Yeah, definitely Mitski's new album is for sure.
okay.
Don't sleep on it. And the new Karaoke Benito is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. She's going in more like a rock direction.
Okay. I'll have to
Versus-
see if I can find some CDs in the like wild
Yeah.
CD vault of KBVR FM.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, she's really cool. She like sings in Japanese sometimes.
Oh, wow.
It's really cool. Yeah, she's playing in Portland with Frankie Cosmos actually in November, like a week before Mitski's playing in Portland, which I'm going to both of those shows.
Yeah, lots of good concerts in Portland, I hear.
Yes, coming up for sure. What else is happening lately? What else has come out? I don't know. The newest Japanese breakfast is not that new, but it's really good.
But it's really good, so it can be new.
Yeah, and she just played in Eugene, and she's actually from Eugene, which I didn't know.
Oh,
It's really
okay.
cool. So it was cool to be there.
Speaking of concerts, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
That's really hard. Probably. Oh my gosh.
I've had some people like talking to some of my friends. They're like, some of them are like, I went to this concert with this guy. It was like 50 people and it was super close and it was super cool. And then I know some people that are into like the big like stadium venues and
I think, well, when I graduated from high school, me and my friends all went to Firefly Music Festival, which is in Delaware, and it's run by the same people as Bonnaroo. And
Oh,
it was a
okay.
huge mess, like disaster of a festival because it was pretty new and
Yeah.
it was all run by volunteers and like it was just a disaster.
I mean,
It-
they all have to start somewhere, right?
yeah, it was kind of a horrible experience, but I got to see some amazing music. Well, I've seen Sleigh Bells 3 times in my life, and every time it was like life changing and I don't know, just like an out of body experience. But I also got to see Iron and Wine, just the one dude, the beardy dude up close, and I cried a little bit. It was so beautiful. And I also got to see Group Love, which was like a huge, like giant crowd, of course, because it's Group Love and it's like a festival band.
Yeah.
And it was they're like really cheesy, but it was a lot of fun. And my friends were on acid and I had to like take care of them. We were all having a great time. It was really fun.
I think I have to say that KBVR FM does not condone the use of acid, but
Okay, should I not have said that?
I mean, it does condone taking care of your friends.
Yes.
So you know, that's
Okay.
good.
Oops.
That's
Do
okay.
acid, folks.
So yeah, like I kind of want to go to a festival at some point. I haven't had the option of going to any, but my like biggest worry is always that I haven't found a band that I like all of the music from.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that's like, well, I really like this song from this artist and this song from this artist. So if it was
True.
like 10 artists all with one song, it might be kind of cool.
Yeah, just hop from one
Yeah.
to the other. Yeah, I guess
Like really
festivals are good
fast
for
stage
that.
changes, but
Yeah, because
So
you
the
kind
idea
of
of-
like things are going at the same time, so
Yeah.
you like don't really stay for the whole time. For
so if it was a festival and there's a bunch of people on a bunch of days, you kind of just pick and choose. So maybe I'll eventually go to them. I'm from California originally, and they have lots of them out there in the middle of the desert.
yeah, definitely better out here. Don't go to Delaware; it's really hot. I mean, don't go to Delaware.
Don't go to
for,
Delaware
like,
at
any
all.
Reason. It's just kind of is bad. It's bad time. Yeah.
What is Delaware, like the first state? Is that their
Delaware
like?
is the first state, which is like really random and nobody knows that.
Yeah, it's like when you think of first state, you're like, oh, it must be like Virginia or
No,
like
it's not
New York.
even. I mean, Virginia was the first settlement.
Yeah. Which is why I
but
think
not the
everybody's
first
mind goes
state.
to first state. But like Delaware was like, I'm on it. I'm on the bandwagon.
Yeah, they were ready because they were like, we're gonna suck in the future, so we have to do
We're
it
so
now.
small that we got to join something to make up for it.
Yeah, but Dover is like the home of like the biggest racetrack in like the U.S. or at least on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Dover Downs. Yeah, it's like apparently a really big deal. And Dover is the worst city I've ever been to in my whole life. It's
So the only thing to
terrible.
do there is go to the racetrack, see it, and then leave as soon as
And
possible.
like go to Firefly, I guess, if you want, which is also a disaster. It's just a disaster of a town. Yeah.
Oh,
So Delaware, that's a thing. I don't know why we started talking about that.
I mean, you got to talk about something, right?
Yeah, the beach is really nice in Delaware.
Oh, really?
Delaware has beautiful beaches. It's on the ocean, like Rehoboth Beach. No, Rehoboth is awesome. Oh my gosh. Slander.
I haven't had the opportunity to go to the East Coast that much, and especially not the beaches. I've been to New York, and I went to Cape Cod this summer, but
I've never been
no,
to Cape
it's
Cod.
not good.
If you're from California and Oregon,
The beaches aren't much to see. I mean,
Yeah.
Cape Cod was kind of cool, but like,
Yeah.
as far as accessibility goes, I definitely am not a beach person like on the normal, so I don't like to go all the way to the East Coast and be like, well, the beaches are here.
I think if you're gonna do that, you need to go to like Florida.
Well, and see, I've been to Florida. I went on a
Yeah.
trip to New Orleans a long time ago.
New
We
Orleans
drove
is
to.
the best place ever.
I did have a pretty good time. It was a little weird. I was a little young to like fully enjoy New Orleans, but
Yeah,
we drove to Pensacola, and Pensacola Beach was kind of a mess.
Yeah, my
It was like-
grandparents used to have a house there.
yeah, it was a lot of tourists, and the water was like salty bath water. I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, people like that though. I don't know. It's like the Keys are nice. The
I haven't
the
been.
Florida Keys are pretty beautiful.
Maybe when it's not hurricane season, I'll actually make it out to Florida at some point.
Yeah, and the Eastern Shore, like Virginia beaches, and are really pretty nice, honestly. Yeah, Virginia kind of has everything.
So Virginia really is the East Coast state that's worth going to.
Well, I don't know if I'd say that, but I mean, it's cool because it has like beaches and mountains,
Yeah, because they've got the Appalachians that run through kind of the western part.
and then there's like the whole DC suburbs part of Virginia, which
Yeah.
I hate, but people.
But a lot
like.
of people, if you're doing a touristy thing,
Yeah,
going to DC is definitely worth it.
yeah, for sure. But
But I can see that once you've been to all the Smithsonian museums 12 times for field trips.
yes, this is correct. Although they're still great.
Yeah.
Like no shade to the Smithsonian Institution. There's a whole mammoth.
That is, yeah.
You can just look at a
Those kind of
mammoth.
strike me as the same museums. I went to the Louvre
Oh yeah, that is awesome.
2 summers ago, I think now. And that's one of those museums that we honestly got lost trying to find out because we only had like so much time before we had to get back.
Yeah, it's huge.
And it was, not only was it huge, but every time you're like, okay, well, we can go right here and down these stairs. And it's like, oh, there's a door that's locked. It's like, well, okay,
Oh.
we'll just go through this door and these stairs. Yeah, it was, we'd like retrace our steps through like 4 different exhibits and still couldn't find our way out.
Yeah. Louvre is wild. Pretty cool though. Good statues. For sure.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and playing music and having a great interview.
Yeah. No problem. Thanks for having me.
So you can find more of Maria DeHart's music on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp
Spotify.
and Spotify.